welcome back to another lip balm review. This one is a lip smacker, actually. And those of you who saw my Instagram or Facebook posts are probably laughing your butts off at me, so I'm just gonna state it here once I get into this a little bit. But it's for the Pumpkin Latte Lip Smacker. But my observation that I made was regarding the leaves on here and their 7-leaved nature. Being as this is essentially a kid's product, I was like, why would they put marijuana leaves on this? And like, I went to Google to double check this, make sure it wasn't like my memory being screwy, that it actually is in fact pot leaves that are the 7-leaved leaves. And was, yeah, that is pot leaf. Oh shit. But people on Instagram were quick to correct me and say, yeah, that is a Japanese maple leaf. And then I searched that on Google. Turns out the two look almost identical, so that would be my confusion. But hey, if you didn't know Japanese maple leaves are a thing, this looks like a pot leaf, pretty much identically. So could be why they changed the packaging on the pumpkin latte ones more recently. Maybe other people were like complaining about this or something, I don't even know. I'm not even complaining, I thought it was hilarious, not gonna lie, but apparently that's not what it was. Apparently it was Japanese maple leaf, which is kind of amazing, but still. Oh, goodness. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's get into this. So, format-wise, it's a stick. Excuse me. Packaging-wise, we've already talked about. It's just a normal lip smacker tube. This one has a sort of burnt orangey cap and turn wheel. It has leaves, which are evidently Japanese maple leaves all over the label, now that I know that. Even though I'm still laughing and thinking they look like pot leaves. But, yeah, and the font matches the cap in the back, and that is that. So, anyway, these are not natural or organic. They are synthetic, as all lip smackers are. I don't think they'll ever do an organic lip smacker. I'd be very surprised if they did, but I don't see that happening. I don't think these are limited edition, but I've seen them sold individually. I've seen them sold as part of a 3-pack, part of a 4-pack, and part of an 8-pack. So price-wise, it depends which way you find it and where you find it for what the price is gonna be. It just depends. But most frequently, I see this as part of a 3 or a 4-pack. But the 8-pack is also really easy to find. Actually, the rarest way I've seen it is individually, believe it or not. I don't know why that is. But anyway, amount of product is 0.14 ounces, which is actually a tad less than the standard stick amount, because the standard stick amount is 0.15 ounces, but whatever, that's cool. It's a small enough difference, you're not going to miss it, honestly. Shelf life, it doesn't have an expiration date listed, but it does have the suggested toss after 24 months after opening thing, so that's a thing. Use your own discretion there. I mean, I've definitely towed the line on that one more than a few times and kind of just ignored it and kept using it as long as it didn't smell or look weird. Price point, like I said, depends how you find it and where you find it. Sturdiness-wise, it does not have a wiggly turn wheel, although after that drop it might. No, it's still good. The cap is pretty decent. It's not like the best locking cap I've ever seen, but it's enough to where it's not going to come off in your purse. So, all around, it's pretty sturdy. No special features like SPF, medication, anything like that. It's just straight up lip smacker lip balm. So, anyway, I'll get onto the set in a second, but the wax is this sort of almost coffee-ish brown kind of a color. I realize the lighting in here is really shitty. Don't worry, I'm only going to film down here for a few more days. My parents have been out of state for a couple weeks, so I've been taking advantage of having the whole house to myself, just filming where the fuck ever I feel like. So anyway, yeah, when they come home Friday, I'll be back to filming in my room. But anyway, actually, I don't know why I don't film down here when they're home. They don't care. It's just louder when they're home, so yeah, anyway. But yeah, so color of the lip balm itself is that color. Holding it at this angle here, that is legit the color. It is not altered by the lighting. That is what it looks like. So it doesn't give color payoff. I've tested it with my other one that I've actually started. Why am I not using the started one? I'm using the new one. I don't know. But I guess because I wanted to show you guys this packaging and not the alternate packaging. But anyway, so on to the scent. It is really, really strong. Let me just preface it by starting that way. It's not bad, but it's incredibly strong, and actually reminds me an awful lot of the Cinnamon Bun Crazy Rumors lip balm. Excuse me, I have hiccups. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of that in both the strength and the level of the sweetness factor to where it's almost nauseating. I mean, it's not terrible. It doesn't smell bad. It smells good. It's just really, really sweet to the point where it's like, oh my god, you know, I could not wear this every day, for sure. I could wear it as a once in a while lip balm, but never as an everyday lip balm. But it does have, let me see, how would I describe this? It's almost more of a caramel than a pumpkin smell, in my opinion. I don't know if that's supposed to be the latte part of it, but I guess it's a little bit pumpkin-y, but it's like more like a pumpkin caramel macchiato, I suppose, would be the best description of this. It doesn't really smell like coffee, exactly. But, I guess I could see where they're construing it technically as pumpkin, even though not really. It's just really, really sweet. Definitely closer to caramel than pumpkin, but I guess it's kind of pumpkin-y. It kind of misses the mark of what it's supposed to be, which, I mean, with lip smackers, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they are so dead on it that it's amazing. Other times it's just like, eh. Sometimes they miss it entirely. This one, I mean, at least it's kind of, sort of, you can see where, at least, where they're coming from on it, what they're trying to get at, even though they still kind of miss the mark, but it's not entirely off base. But some of theirs are, but this one's okay. But yeah, so let me try it on. The bummer is that it has no flavor. I really wanted it to be a sweet, flavorful one, because I love pumpkin things. But one thing that I do find noteworthy with it is that it almost does have, like, I don't know, it's almost like the cinnamon warmth feeling on your lips, where, like, it's not really burning, but you can feel a little bit of heat on your lips when there's cinnamon in certain products. And although I don't think there's any cinnamon actually in this, it almost gives that effect. Almost. I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, but it's very much a warm, cozy feeling on the lips. So, I mean, it's very unique. I'll give it that. The thickness, though, it's thin. It's very thin. It's very greasy, very slippery. Not really oily exactly. Not sticky, but it's very thin. It's very, very thin. In terms of shine factor, I apologize for the breakouts I have all over my face. It's not even that time of the month. I tried using a different face cream, and apparently I should not be using it because it's just making my face blow up. So, but yeah, in terms of shine factor, kinda. Yeah, it kind of has a shine. Again, this lighting is crap. Hold on. Let me try. Can we go to one light? Yeah. That one is very yellow. Oh, geez, I wish I'd thought of that first. That kind of ameliorates the problem right there. It's just the one overhead lamp is very yellowy. But, yeah, you can see it's got some shine to it. It's not super over the top glossy, but I mean, it's decent. You do smell this one on your lips very much once you put it on. So if you're not into that, you probably will not enjoy this one. Just throwing it out there. But I mean, if you like ones like that, cool, go for it. I cannot get over the fact that this smells so similar to that friggin' cinnamon roll one from the other day. Like, why? Why is it like almost a clone of that? This is supposed to be pumpkin. But anyway, yeah, there's that. So, in terms of moisturization, it like I said, I've used this one before. Not this exact stick, but I mean, I've used this flavor in the alternate packaging, so they're the same thing, it's just different packaging. But it does all right, actually, with the moisturizing, which is surprising. But yeah, it doesn't do a bad job there. It actually does something. Just, you have to be able to hang with having that smell on your lips long enough for it to do something, and that's the part where it does get tricky trying to use this one, at least for me anyway. I suppose when you're younger, it's easier, but as you get older, your tolerance for over-the-top sweet scents starts to diminish with time, and it's really sucky, especially for people who used to adore over-the-top sweet things, and I'm like, my tolerance for them is getting lower and lower, and that makes me sad, but I keep trying, and sometimes they're fine for me. Other times I'm just like, oh, yeah. This one's not so much an ew, it's just, it's almost. I mean, I like the way it smells, it's just that it's so strong that I almost can't deal with it. Yeah. Anyway, longevity-wise, this one, you know, again, I haven't used the one in this particular packaging, but I've used the other Pumpkin Latte Lip Smacker in the newer packaging. I was actually surprised with the longevity of this one. For as thin as it feels, I thought it was going to be gone like that. Let me try the other hand, like that. I apparently can't snap my fingers on my left hand, but yeah, and it actually stayed on for hours. I was like, what the shit? Really? Really? I thought for sure that one was gonna be gone like in a minute. No, it stayed on for like 4 hours. I was like, and that was with drinking stuff. I was like, oh. Well, that's cool. Although, because of the strong scent, I kind of almost wished it had worn off faster. Of course, you can't win the ones that have a smell where I would love it to stay on for hours and hours. Oh no, those are gone like in an hour. The ones where I'm like, could it just hurry up and wear off already? No, those are the ones that stay forever. Of freaking course. So yeah, the ring test, it holds up pretty decently too. I haven't found the exact point where it wears through it, but you can definitely have at least a glass or two of something and it'll still be on. So yeah. Overall rating for this, I don't know, I'm very torn on it because I want to like this one more than I do because it's pumpkin latte of all things. I really wanted to give it top marks, but I can't in good conscience do that. Just because it's so sickeningly sweet, that automatically docks it down quite a bit right there. So, I mean, I think, personally, just on my own personal preferences, I'm gonna give this one a 7, because it does smell good, the sweetness factor is so overwhelming to where I kind of just can't. But it's like, I wanted to like this one more. I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, I just can't wear it that frequently. I have to do it in like small doses. So anyway, so 7 out of 10, not bad. If you like really sweet things, you'll probably give it a higher rate than I did. But if your tolerance is a bit lower on the over-the-top sweet things that are really strongly scented, yeah, you might give it a lower mark or just want to avoid it. It's up to you. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on this one. It's about all I have to say here. So, as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already liked, if you click subscribe, leave comments down below. Do you have this one? What do you think of it? Let me know down below, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. And until next time.